Hey, yo, this is King Erner coming to you guys live and direct. A lot of people DMing me. Yo, Erner, what's up with BG? Did he tell? Is he a real Zad? How did he carry it? Did he carry it correctly or incorrectly? Well, I want to say this, number one. If me, you, and whoever else is riding down the street, we get pulled over, they find a gun in the car, and you take the pistol. You actually come out your mouth and say, hey, this is my gun. Then that's exactly what it is. I don't understand why the grand jury even had interest in reaching out. But if this story is correct, that the grand jury actually reached out and BG and whoever else came forward and gave a testimony stating that it was his gun even after he said it, that's a real Zad. The reason why it's a real Zad is because at the end of the day, you don't have to speak. It's over with. That person has already admitted. So you can't tell me that you was nervous or, you just was doing what your lawyer told you to do, because you have a right to shut your damn mills off. But if you don't shut your mouth, then you have a right to become a real Zad. I'm not in any way, shape, or form like lenient towards the person who actually gives the statement after the fact of the person who actually said, hey, it's mine. I mean, my thoughts would have been to the grand jury is, why am I here? There's testimony of this guy actually saying it's his, then why am I being harassed? Why am I being asked any questions? I'm not signing anything. I don't have nothing to say, because obviously y'all trying to bury him more to give him more time. So I'm not going to help you after this guy has actually took the whole case and said, hey, I'm standing on it, it's mine, and relieved all of us of the actual charge. See, when men get to the understanding of how individuals just have that hatred in their heart and say, I'm going to bury this person, for whatever reason that they're burying that person, I got to say, I got to question you, Millsets. This is a form of jealousy. This is a form of hatred. This is a form of pure dishonor. This is what a real Zat does. And it's sad to say, BG, you're a real Zat. If you gave testimony, that's only if he gave testimony. I would like to see the paperwork a lot more, prevalent. Like I want to see it. Like, bring it to the front line, because at the end of the day, all the ifs and all that other nonsense don't mean nothing unless that work say that this man actually done that. And I don't think that the real Zat 1090J, because he's a real Zat, he's a rat too. I don't think that he would actually say it if it's not the truth. See, because at the end of the day, he has a divide and conquer about him. But his divide and conquer isn't based off of lies and the paperwork. His divide and conquer is based off of our people. See, he attacks our people, but I'm sure there's a million Willzite real Zats running around here that he's not speaking on. Because at the end of the day, he's a real Zat. Just like them Gill Zumps. They're going to point out who's the Gill Zump. They're going to tell you the straight Gill Zump and all that. But at the end of the day, that's what they do, throw each other under the bus. What's more trifling is that 9 times out of 10, this guy saved them from going to jail. And they got a nerve to bury him. They had a nerve to get in that box and say, you know what? We're going to bury him even more. Because you can say, hey, it's mine. But guess what? Some people get cold feet and say, man, I want to put emotion in this. And it's not up to you to go ahead and say, you know what? I'm going to take it upon myself because I was called to the grand jury to help them bury him. No, it's something called trial, and it's something called jury trial, and it's something called a bench trial where you just deal with the judge. At the end of the day, let that go ahead and be what he has to face. But don't add fuel to the fire and come and say, hey, yeah, he done it. My whole twist would have been like, I have nothing to say. Some of these guys fold under pressure. The Willzite man standing in front of them, they'll tell everything. Opposed to when the Willzite man ain't standing in front of them, shoot him up, bang, bang, boy. Well, guess what, you dishonorable Prilzik? Your honor is snatched, and you can never get it back. And that's how I'm carrying it. King earner live and direct. Let's get something understood here. When King earner honors something or dishonors something, the certain part of the streets, they gonna honor my say so, because at the end of the day, guess what? They know King Earner ain't gonna go against the grain. And I'm never gonna approve of a Millsut sitting in that Bill's ox and giving a statement or a testimony up to lock up, to actually help lock up a friend or enemy. Because at the end of the day, if your honor is intact, you're not looking to sit down and tell on anyone. You Millsuts have honor mixed up. You Millsuts have dishonor running through your veins. And guess what? That's not how we carry it. King Earner live and direct.